Hello, just gonna show you some beauty tips that I use, and it doesn't cost a lot of money. I'm gonna be 50 this year, so I really have to take care of my skin, and I do it in a very inexpensive way. So if you are one that likes to spend a lot of money, say by Lancome or any of the other top brands, um, upward of $300 every time. I suggest you just move on, don't watch, because this is not going to be that. I'm going to be talking about everyday products that you can use that are uh, very, very good for your skin and able to do exactly what you want to do. Right now I have no makeup on, but I'm going to go ahead and show you my beauty regimen. I first of all start off with this. I get it at Walmart. Very simple. It is the Equate brand of oil-free eye makeup remover. It is a lot like Neutrogena's oil-free eye makeup remover. So you're going to see that it works a lot like that. I just use these little cotton rounds and I remove all of my mascara and eye makeup with that. I will, if I still have makeup in the areas, I will go and use a cotton tip, because at this point in our age, we don't want to pull or any more than we need to on our eyes. So, and then after that, I haven't done my next step. Oh, after that, I use these right here. They're basically acne pads, and I get it's 2% salicylic acid. And what 2% salicylic acid does is it removes dead skin cells and cleans the pores. So if you have oily skin, or even if you're aging, this is perfect, because it's like every day you get a mini chemical peel, because it's salicylic acid and it's removing the dead skin cells. And with women that are aging, that is a problem, because they're processing a lot faster, and so you're ending up with these dead skin cells on your face, and you're putting makeup over top of it, and it just looks dry and dull. So what we do is take out one of these. After I've cleansed my face in the shower, then I will use these, or you can wash your face. And I will use these all over my face and my neck. Please don't forget your neck, ladies, because, like I said, as we age, that is a problem area. All right. If you, and then you just let that dry. Now, I did happen to pick up something at Costco that I've been using. It is called Strivectin. It's a SD Advanced Intense Concentrate for wrinkles and stretch marks. I've only been using it for about a month now, and I really like it. And then it came with this. This one is the eye concentrate. So I'll start off using this over my entire face. And my neck. Don't forget your neck, ladies. Forehead, as we know, that's the areas that are prone for wrinkles. And then I take the eye cream, the eye concentrate, and I put it around my eyes only. Now, I will occasionally put this above my lip because I get those wrinkles around my lip. It drives me crazy. All right. Then I go with the Equate All Day Moisturizer. It is compared to Oil of Olay's moisturizer. I've been using this for years, ladies, and the only product here that I haven't been using for years is the Strivectin. I just added that within the last few months, and I really do like the results. You just can't have too much moisture. Now, if you are prone to sunburn, you can get the one that is for, I mean, this does have sunscreen in it. It has a 15 block, and everybody should be using some bit of sunscreen in their moisturizer on their face. But if you need more than 15, you can layer sunscreen underneath this, or you can just get a product that has more sunscreen in it. Okay, that is my preparation for makeup. Stay tuned and I'll show you how I do my makeup. All right, now it's time to put on my makeup. And once again, I do not spend a lot of money on my makeup. I probably could, but I don't. And the reason is I never have, and I don't see it necessary. So I will show you what I use, and you can adapt, or you can continue to use the same that you use. What I did invest in a lot is my brushes, my makeup brushes. It's very important that you have good applicators that are going to last. So I went and I purchased these at an art store, Hobby Lobby, or any art store that you frequent. Now, some of these are actually Aveda makeup brushes, and the other ones are like this one I got at a art store. It's literally a paintbrush, and it is a very, very good brush. Look to spend quite a bit for these. That's very important that you have those. One of my favorites is my angle brush. See how thin it is? This is how you're going to apply eyeliner, or even just smudge an eyeliner line. This is my makeup for my eyes, and my shadow brush. And see how flat it is? You want something that's kind of rounded and flat and extremely soft. If it's really hard, you're going to have hard lines in your eyeshadow. With my eyeshadows, at my age, I tend to go more towards matte colors, and I stay away from the shines and the sheens just because, and I know that the sheens are really in right now with women, and if you'll notice that most women in the magazines that are wearing a sheen, they're young. They don't have the wrinkles or the crepey skin, so we really have to watch. If you do have wrinkles or crepey skin, and if you put a shine or a sheen of any kind on your eyelid, it is going to accentuate that. So, with no further ado, I start off. I just use a base. Mine is just CoverGirl, and it's an oil control anti-luance, I guess, because I don't like a lot of shine and sheen on my face. So I start off just covering my eyes, and notice I'm using my ring finger to pat, because as I said earlier, when you are dealing with wrinkles around your face, you really don't want to do a lot of rubbing. Okay, always put color base on your eyelids. Some people like to use concealer. I like to just use my foundation. If you have really veiny eyelids, you can use concealer. Any areas that you're trying to conceal, you can also use concealer on. I tend to get red around the corners of my nose, so I'll try to, and I do have a little birthmark right here, so I try to cover that. Um, and then just a really light sheer application of your makeup, your foundation over your face. Now, I do not put makeup on my neck. I really just, I tend to just let it go. After I moisturize, I let it go. Mm. All right. Now that I have my foundation on, I do use a tiny bit of powder on my foundation just to set it. Right now it's a little dewy, so I don't want to take that dewiness completely away. I don't want to use a ton of powder because the powder is just going to sit inside your wrinkles and make you look aged. So where you tend to blink and stuff like that, you're going to want to put some powder there and just kind of lightly set your makeup so that it doesn't go anywhere. But you don't want to over powder, ladies. I can't tell you that enough, because a lot of people I see do over powder, and so their makeup looks cakey. But again, we got our foundation right because we used the salicylic acid to remove those dead skin cells, and you will see a huge difference in the way your makeup sits on your face with that. Now this brush doesn't have hardly any powder on it, but I'm blending with it too. So, okay, and the powder that I used, real simple, ladies. I do not spend a lot of money. I get it all at Walmart. This is called L'Oreal True Match Mineral. It's just a pressed foundation, or not a pressed, but a loose powder. I tend to stay away from the pressed powders because they are too cakey and they're gonna just lie in your creases around your face and make you look aged. And you don't want that. None of us want that. So you can kind of press it in. And that's that. All right, now when I get started on my eyes, if I'm really going somewhere that I really want to, look my very best and my eyeliner and everything done well, I tend to go with a pencil. I got this at Ulta. It's just there you go. It's a brown, a dark brown, and I tend to stay away from black just because, uh, and you want to get your eyeliner all the way down on your lash line. If your eyeliner is not all the way down on your lash line, you're going to have spaces between the liner and your mascara, and it's going to draw attention to that. So you're going to want to put your eyeliner all the way down. And if you have to literally just kind of put it in your lashes, do that. Don't worry if, see that little bit of bubbly part right there that I did? Don't worry about that. I'm going to fix all that with my eyeshadow. Now, this eyeshadow is, I got it also at Ulta. It's called Cargo, and it's a 4 palette. Now, these two up here are shiny, and like I said, I stay away from those sometimes. Every now and then, I'll use a little bit when I'm going out, just up here to highlight. That's all. You don't want to put shiny on your eyelids if you're my age. Just saying. All right, then you take, this is hard to see and do on using the camera. And you're gonna put your angle brush in the dark shadow, the darkest one, and you're going to blur this line. And then on the other side, notice how I'm just kind of patting, and I'm not really, a little bit of stroking, but not a whole lot. So hard to see. Okay, and then I'll go in with my shadow brush, and I'm using the second darkest color, this one here. And I'm gonna go right in the crease. I need a mirror because I'm trying to do this and everything's the opposite on my. Okay, now you can go in with your shadow, your pressed powder, and then blend everything together. Now I'm going to do my cheeks. Just any kind of blush that you want to pick up. The process is putting it on your cheeks, okay? It doesn't go like this, okay? It goes on the apple of your cheeks, right there. And you can kind of swoop it up if you want a little bit, but the main amount of color is going to go right on your cheeks. So this is going to give you a youthful look. If you go contouring and doing all that, I mean, you can, but you just want a little bit of color on your cheeks. That's it. And you don't want to put a real thick amount or heavy amount. Now you can kind of put a little bit, sometimes I put a little bit of color up here to flatten the face, make it a little, not as, to make it a little more round instead of flat. Any kind of color or contouring under the chin, jawline. It's going to give you the appearance of a tighter jawline. So that's always good. And now just put a little bit of, now I take the second color here, the medium dark, the one that I used as eyeshadow, and I just go along the underneath the eye. This is so hard to do without a mirror. All right, now don't forget your eyebrows, ladies. As you age, you're gonna lose eyebrow color and eyebrow shape. So you gotta fill in, and I always use dark shadow because I have dark eyebrows. If your eyebrows aren't very dark, you're not gonna go use a dark eyeshadow to fill in. You're gonna want to stay with something that's a little less dark. Now, if you're lacking definition in your eyes, you can go in with a darker eyeshadow and just go right in the crease. And I tend to stay towards the outside of the eye, in the corner of the eye. Back in the 80s, we used to contour, and we used to contour really heavy and dark right through here, even in the corner, in the inside of the eye. And the trend now is to contour on the outside of the eye. And you're gonna always keep it well blended, ladies. And then my last step is my mascara. So you'll notice that I let my lashes dry a little bit before I go and dip again, because you don't want them to dry completely, but you want it to dry a little bit so that when you do put more on, they lengthen instead of they just keep getting longer, because the mascara builds on itself. If your mascara is giving you clumps, ladies, throw it out and get something new. The one I tend to go to, and I've tried a lot, is just the CoverGirl Lash Extend. And the reason I like this is because I have thick lashes, but they're not that long. So this extends them longer without making them real chunky and thick. And so that's why I like it. You just got to find the one that works well with your lashes and then stay with it. Oops. Now, if you've put your mascara on right, you're always going to have a little bit of areas that you have to clean up with a Q-tip. Okay, now that I've got my makeup done, I do like to put lipstick on, so I will do that. Okay, ladies, that's my simple regimen. It's what I do every day, and it is easy, and it shouldn't cost you a lot of money. So find what works for you and stay with it. If you want to spend a lot of money, you can, but I don't. My lip gloss, I can't even tell you what it is because I can't see it. Again, I'm 50. Have a great day. God bless you all.